So it's not exactly a complete underdog story. This is a player who's got high-quality credentials. As I said, a W2TT Series winner in his own right, of course. He won in Lagos earlier this year, and a two-time event champion on the FIDE Series as well. So we've long known about Anders' qualities. What we also know is that perhaps if you are going to unsettle and beat the world #1, you need a maverick quality to you, and he's got plenty of that, hasn't he?
Well, there's been something about the Scandinavians. And remember, Moregard himself defeated Lin Shidong in that epic of a Europe Smash final, John. We were there in Malmö.
Oh, we'll never forget that. Incredible scenes there. And I suppose really that would have worked two ways. One of two ways on Lin Shidong. One a major setback. The other, he played so well in it.
Oh, yeah. It was a ticket holder's dream. I think it would have hurt him, but at the same time, I think he would have been happy for Moregard. I actually saw them having a little chat after the match behind the curtain.
Well, did you see, you know, that incredible final point? And it was one of the best final points you'll ever see in any sport, really, to get it won. After that, he even gave him a little hug, you know, as the match finished. He knew he'd been involved in something special.
He did.
And he must have known how well he'd played, too. Because he came back, and he'd done that, remember, in the previous round as well, Lin Shidong.
So real trouble against Guzzi, wasn't he? 3-1, 9-6 down in that semi.
That's right. And it's just all adding up to the aura around this man who's still young.
Speaking of aura, goodness me, what a forehand there from the defending champion. Empty serve. Look at that for a third ball attack. Unreturnable for Anders. But he serves well, and he really is powerful for quite a slender guy, Anders Lind.
With that whippy frame of his, that lean, lithe frame, he generates so much power.
He's got great timing on his shots. He takes the ball very early. But he's also good at taking the ball late, as we see with some of his push receives, strawberries and whatnot there. And very good away from the table, just like Lin Shidong.
The only problem is there's such a consistency of quality about the output from Lin Shidong that there's always something coming at you. He's a busy player.
Look how he holds the table. Took something special from Lin there from far back.
That's a real bonus point. And I take your point about the different positions of the players in relation to the table. Big point to win that. Ooh, how did that get over the net?
The ball thought about it.
It did, didn't it? Looked as if it almost came back on his side, then went back up and over it. The spin factor.
We've not seen anything massively unique yet from Anders.
Oh, you will. Oh, around the net. Cheeky.
Outrageous from Lin Shidong. I thought that Anders had him where he wanted him after this beautiful backhand block, but look at what he can do even when he's not fully placed, Lin Shidong.
Just over the end of the net. Beautiful.
Nuts.
Really good adjustment by Lin then. He was in over the table, sprawled, and he had enough spring about him to get back into position effectively.
He's beaten one Chinese player. Could he beat two here? Could he beat this world #1 after taking down Wang Chuqin at the China Smash last year? That would be some story.
He's got the personality to do so. You know that much. He really understands his game. He knows that he has to be proactive. He can't be passive against someone like Lin Shidong. And you would imagine that everyone amongst the ranks of the European players will have been inspired and galvanized by what they saw from Guzzi, of course, but Moregard in particular, about how you have to take the game to him.
Yeah, you do. You kind of got to use the serve as an attack in the sense. You've got to take the ball really, really early. It just requires so much of you to beat a player like Lin Shidong. It's been a decent first game here from Anders. 3 game points to the world #1.
Yeah, it's always that but, isn't there? When he does that, he's as good as anyone, Anders. Just so naturally onto that backhand that he hits deep and wide.
He's got to constantly keep Lin Shidong guessing in the serve-receive game. That'll give him just that split second longer on the ball to make those powerhouse shots.
But he's still favourite to win this one. 2 game points.
Whoa.
A little jump, a little prance into the table.
Well, just like Moregard, he is capable of pushing.
These events that their teammates are always still around to cheer them on.
Yeah.
I was just chatting with Guaiman, who came through her quarterfinal against Satsuki Oda, and she was delighted, and she was really happy because we could see there was a good turnout from the Chinese women there cheering her on, and she mentioned that and said what a difference it makes.
Yeah, they need it, these top Chinese players, against the foreign threats that we have now in the modern era of table tennis.
Particularly in the men's game. You know, the draw is a fascinating one here, but despite the qualities that we're seeing from the likes of Duda and others, Calderano, of course, you've got Wang Chuqin, who looked awesome earlier on today. Shidong is going about his business here. It's still tough to look beyond the numbers 1 and 2 seeds.
It is.
Oh, wow.
Calderano, probably the best non-Chinese player in the world, having won the World Cup right here in Macau this year. A real headliner there from the Brazilian. But Lint, someone who can get similar wins on his day because of the maverick qualities that you touched upon, John. He causes real intrigue.
Wow. Oh, nearly.
Channeling his inner Michael Mays here, the lefty. But yeah, he's a really intriguing player, Anders. And we've seen this even 10, 20 years ago. A top China player, top Asian player against a unique European who does things very differently than the top Chinese, who are more drilled, disciplined and textbook in their methods.
The only difficulty he's going to have, of course, is even if he does get a head of steam up, get some momentum, he won't have the crowd behind him. You know, he's got to do a lot of the heavy lifting, all of it on his own, really, here.
But as we saw at the China Smash, he was able to go against everyone in the Infinity Arena and beat Wang Chuqin. So he's not the kind of guy that I think cares whether there's fans there for him or not.
Yeah, he's very self-contained, isn't he?
So in his own head.
2-6.
He's in his own world. And right now,
He's doing great at the moment.
yeah,
Because he's mixed it up a lot, hasn't he? From the service onwards.
a lot of long serves, a lot of subtleties. You never know what he's going to do. Look at this.
Oh. Where's he gone? Shidong gets it back.
No way, Jose, man.
Where? Not again. Shades of Murgard about that. With Shidong back off the table, retrieving.
7.
There you saw the brutality from Lint and the retrieval of Little
Look
Stone.
how early he jumps there.
He had to do, or it would have gone over his head. Would have ended up getting lobbed.
Wow. Even in defeat, Shidong doing some amazing stuff back there.
He's crazy good back there, the world number 1.
But how good is this forehand right now? It is dialed in.
Yeah, he's on song in this game, Lind. Look at Shidong, puffing his cheeks out. He's saying, you know what, I'm just getting outplayed here. Fair enough, mate. Whew. Half-long serve, and this is his classic combination. He wants to brush up, he wants to play that forehand counter. It was what sealed the deal against Chen Yuanyu, this one.
What a turnaround here. Grunt from the Great Dane there. Those expressions are directed at his coach, no one else. Very often, of course, with that we see from the players, it's just rhetorical. But he's got to be a little bit careful now. Not to allow Lin Shidong an easy way back into this.
Shidong here hustling and bustling. He's mindful of the world number 1 that Anders isn't the kind of guy that you want to make angry. I don't expect to hear a massive amount of vocalization from the defending champion in this match. But Anders will look to get in his face as much as possible.
He's done that to the point that he's got 5 game points now in this Lind versus Lin encounter. That's Lin S against Lin D. Oh, boy! If there was ever a shot with which to finish off a game, it was that one, his trademark in this one. You'd imagine over in the camp with Wong Hao, there'd have been mention made of this Lind forehand, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big threat. He's good on both wings. His backhand near the counter. Oh, beautiful. Faded. As deep as can be. Oh, what about that? A finish of some swagger there from Lin Chadong. Yeah, I mean, Anders' forehand is good from everywhere. His backhand is very, very effective near the table. So maybe Chadong will try and shut down the backhand particularly. But that right there, the peripheral vision, the feeling, the fade.
It's interesting, that last one, because Lind obviously gave him that side of the table to go for. It's something you see in tennis quite a lot when someone's been back there lobbing with no real hope. But Chadong wasn't falling for that. He put it where he needed it to go.
Oh, Chadong has just played a Fan Zhendong around the net roller against Anders Lind. Look at this.
You cannot play that. And he acknowledges that. Oh, whoa. The touch.
Take a bow, Chadong. That is a special shot right there.
To lift it, serve it onto the table with such a delicacy that it doesn't bounce. Oh, my. Well, you're going to treasure that one. Just remember that one. Saw that today.
It's going to be hard to forget. That is one of the best shots we've seen all week here in Macau, and we've seen some amazing ones. The kind of shot that will break the tension in the air and maybe even in a matchup. We're going to see some classic trades here in this men's singles quarter-final. Chadong just so hard to get through.
Remember, he's just been pretty much blown away in the second game. And look at his response.
6-1.
He's got to really go for it with the backhand. It can be uncontainable against him when he gets that in with confidence. So Lind has to be mindful how he shuts that down with good touch and push play. Yeah, clever from Lind. Here we go again.
Oh, he attacks.
A chop from Lind, a smash from Chadong, and that's all she wrote.
Oh, to be watching this, wherever you are around the world, this is something special, as you know. Our final quarter of this session, it is a finale that's fitting.
Length 1-7.
Oof, not far away.
Fortune favouring the brave there. Lind leaving that door open, but Chadong couldn't burgle him.
It's going to be fun this now, because Lind is just going to swing. He's 5 behind. He's going to go for it.
Yeah. Nice contact there from Lind. Not so much, well, not as much topspin on the ball as what Chadong thought, because of where Lind had actually contacted the ball just below the height of the table. Whoa!
7-4.
Well, have a look at that face. What did he get on that?
Absolutely butchered this strawberry. Straight backspin, it just went right back, and well, Chadong can look at that again and again and again. It won't become any more easy to get that back.
The replay showed just how far under the ball he went.
4-8.
Quick puff of breath, towel of the face. It's a healthy 4-point lead for Chadong in a match which is swinging one way then the other.
Good pressure there from Anders Lind.
he packs a surprisingly heavy punch. He hits a heavy ball.
Let 5-8.
Just a little statistic for you here. Anders Lind, after his win against Chen Yuanyu, now has a 50% win rate against Chinese Zheng. That is
Not a
very
lot of
good.
people can say that, right?
Not a lot at all. Hashimoto is the best right now out of all of the non-Chinese champions level players. But Lin right up there.
Yeah, I just looked at it. It's 9 of 18. He's won 9 of 18 encounters. Well, if he's going to take that above 50%, he will cause a stir in the world of table tennis, you can be sure, if he somehow manages to depose the world #1 here. Looks as if this one might just be going the way, though, of Lin Shidong. Deep thought from Mr. Merchant.
Quizzical look on his face, but I'm sure that the Dane will come up with something here. He's a very, very crafty, cunning player, Anders Lind. Look at that third ball kill.
It's another must-win point. But it didn't happen. So
such little time, you've got to make it as difficult as possible for your opponent. And Lind brings that to the table time and time again. He is such a captivating player, the Dane. That's why he's managed to get a game off Lin Shidong, where the young Asians, the more textbook players, Gao Jungwei and Oh Jun-sung, weren't able to.
Such a smart player, isn't he? That little smile on the first point then from Lind, because what he did was he actually hit the long, fast serve and actually invited an attack, but maybe it was just caught a bit cold, maybe surprised, won the point and won the second. Oh,
1-2.
nothing wrong with that from Lind.
It's a screamer.
Because he's away from home, we're not getting screams and cheers when he does that, but if anything, it's even more amazing when he does it against a quiet backdrop. He's done it again there with a backhand. He's almost hit that as hard as the forehand.
He's serving with a plan. He's serving with the third ball in mind. It's very difficult to do much with that serve. You don't know where it's going to go. Lin Shidong may know it's coming long, but that doesn't make it any easier. In fact, it kind of adds to the intimidation factor.
Oh, well done. That was a skyscraper. Couldn't find its target, though.
Got plenty of those here in Macau.
Shiny ones. Both players have actually taken it in turns to be back off the table. It's been a really fun match to watch, this one. That time it was Shidong with both feet off the ground, getting on top of the ball.
Interesting shot selection there from Anders Lind. I'm surprised that he retouched. I think that cost him a little bit of positioning at the table. This one here. Wasn't a bad shot, actually, but wasn't fully placed to try and take on that forehand cross table. Good placement from Lin Shidong. Good spin too. So 2 points back with him.
3-4.
Nice one. A little commentary there, thank you.
Hey, one of the few players that'll commentate his own matches. It'd be fun to get him up here in the commentary booth, although
Could be
with him.
Could be lively.
Likely to drop a few F-bombs, Anders Lind. As well as the forehand bombs.
I thought that's what you were talking about. Forehand bombs, right?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Timeout called.
Chisels the strawberry. Again. Oh my goodness.
5-4.
How do you get the ball past this man? The heat map of Shidong all over the shop.
Look
Look
at
at
that.
the ball kid.
Ball keeper's cowering.
Nearly took his head off.
Five all.
He's done what he set out to do. The timeout has proved effective to a degree then. 2 points successively off it to level at 5s.
Again, serve as well. That's massive for Lind at this juncture of the 4th game. He'll take that every day of the week.
And then he made the most of it as well. When you're given the opportunity, yes, you apologise, but you've got to take the point, and he did.
Yeah, good composure. Well said, John. Yep, no hiss on that snake. Shidong doesn't actually try and play them with too much spin. The beauty
That was
of
so quick.
Yeah. The beauty of the snake shot as well isn't just to try and get the ball past your opponent. Yeah, that's amazing if you manage to do that. Incredible play and fair play. But it gives you time, doesn't it? It gives you time to reposition yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what's there second guessing? Just a quick moment of appreciation of that service return then. Wow. And then he backs it up with a kill of his own on service. Among the many things he does so well, just picking up these little 2s and 3s, points.
Oh, lashes the forehand. Lassos it. Anders Lind.
The sound.
Yeah.
The sound of these shots. It's caning it.
Great push from Shidong. And he buries the forehand too. That was crafty, wasn't it?
Crafty, then ruthless.
Little shoulder shrug from him there. Happy with that. That's the thing, if it's a little bit shallow, easier for the opponent to counter.
We are seeing these players trading incredible shots.
This is a clinic in how to strike the ball, especially from Anders Lind. Shidong getting a taste of his own medicine in a way here.
Ooh, maybe not there though. This is bubbling up to be the most exciting of the games so far.
This is a crucial juncture here at 9-all with 2 serves. Lind needs to take this if he's to have even a 20-30% chance of winning this match. Fascinating. Oh, he absolutely nails it.
He has hit maybe a dozen of these now. It's just the pace. Shidong's there, just can't handle it.
It's a serve that Shidong has to pick up, and the side spin on the serve and the length is perfect.
Game point, can he level this match up? The chance presents itself.
He simply can't believe it. Shidong hands on. He was fortunate to get away with that, Lin Shidong. Lin saw his name in lights.
Ooh.
His mind was already in the next game. No way has he just played that at that moment in time. That's ridiculous from Anders Lind. He really, really blurs the lines, swatting the ball out of his crossover section for the win.
And that's the factor, the unpredictability, the maverick, something just a little bit different.
I can't believe he even tried to do that then.
Oh. And he's done it off the back of that. Seems somehow fitting that the last thing I heard in that exchange with his coach involved the talk about the forehand, which has been the defining shot in this match.
Yeah, it's amazing on the forehand, but he's good on both wings, so it's not too obvious a choice for Shidong as to where he plays. The serve's got a surprise factor. He's touching and pushing from time to time to break the pattern, not always flicking out. reading the serves well. You know, it's tough here for the world number one. This is a really, really difficult match because there's not much really clean about Anders Lind's game.
1-3. Let 1-3.
So it's following a similar trend to the third game in that Lin Shidong is such an efficient, organized and successful player across everything that he tries. Anders Lin knows he's going to have to pull off the spectacular again and again to make more inroads into it. That is amazing. Consider what he did in terms of going below the table with the backhand there, and yet then gathering himself to spring and pivot into that forehand. What a transition.
Look how low he took it on as well. Wow. I'm speechless with some of the stuff that he's playing here. It's a case of game recognizing game.
Oh, now he celebrates. Bellowing celebration again from the Dane, who's fought back into this now within one. Ooh.
3-5.
Doesn't hide his frustration.
Tried to take on the chop block there, Anders Lind. You know, he's got so much feeling. We wax lyrical about it. But the reason why it's so difficult for him to beat Shidong is because Shidong does too. Shidong has got great ball feel.
4-5.
So it's tricky for Lind, even with his antics, to get on the front foot.
A surprise serve earns him a point, though, to stay within one. Not often Shidong gets caught out receiving. Oh, inside out, athletic, unanswered. That is Anders Lind at his best.
And to think that he was in a position where he could have easily not been able to play table tennis again.
Yeah.
Adds to what is such an inspiring performance here.
Yeah.
What a story, John.
6-5.
Yeah, that almost career and I suppose life-threatening accident, but you know, he's such an amazing athlete and so talented.
One of the most talented players I've ever seen.
5-7.
Someone who could probably play well with any kind of bat. Someone who's even shown he can beat decent level players using his phone as the bat.
Yes.
This guy's a joke. He's a walking highlight reel. And Shidong is too in his own way. And you know, he's a real ambassador as a shot maker.
Oh, but that is incredible. Talk me through that.
Half-long serve again. Shidong may be playing into the trap, but there's not many options. You know when you play a half-long ball that your opponent is likely to go cross-table. Harder for them to go down the line there. Good reaction, good counter off the bounce from Lind.
Again, he draws level in spectacular fashion.
We've really got a match on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. This is neck and neck.
Whoa, again, that grimace on the face of Lin Shidong. That's successive points in which you could barely believe what he's just had coming at him.
He's been playing some real Hail Mary makers. Oh.
7-8.
And was that in his mind? Because after a while, it's even Lin Shidong is going to have to start feeling the heat a bit here. So his coaches, for sure. Oh, how barking at instructions here. This is a pressure moment for the world's best.
Let's go.
Just Lin Shidong and Wang Chuqin left. This would put real pressure on the world champion if he's the last man standing here at the WTT Champions Macau. Heavy, heavy spin. And it doinks up at Shidong. See that kick?
Whoa, and again the reaction from Shidong. He has been not blown away, but he's under serious heavy fire here.
Good serve, crafty serve.
10.
2 game points to lead for the first time in this match, this quarter-final, against the reigning champion here in Macau. Even Wang Hao is feeling it back there. You can see a puff of the cheeks there. Shidong serving to stay in this game. Again, he gets one back nonchalantly. That was absolutely arrowed in at him.
The only bad thing about that backhand was that it was straight into Shidong's back, but still, how on earth did he play it, Shidong?
He saves one. Oh!
His eyes lit up. This happened in the last game. Shidong saving game points. It's juice in the 5th. We're locked in at 2-all. Oh.
These moments don't come along that often against the world #1. But when you've got that forehand to rely on, that weapon to get out when you need it, what a luxury to have. Another game point. A 3rd now for Anders Lind.
Strawberry. Counter!
12-10.
Everybody, because this is far, far from done. We know how well Shidong can come back.
1 love.
Well, again, we only have to go back to Sweden for evidence of that. Seemingly down and out against Gauzy. And then also, even in the final, coming back.
3-1 down there as well, so Lind here really knows that he's got to try and put the nail in the coffin.
But he just feels as if there's a purpose about his play here.
1-2.
He's going to have to control the aggression. But he doesn't want to in any way dilute it, does he?
He's off the chain, he's a weapon, Lind. He's unhinged.
He's a lethal weapon.
1.
That's what he is. But Lin Shidong can master this now because he knows he's been here against maverick, explosive, talented European players. Because he's also growing all the time as a player.
He's going to stick to his guns here, Shidong. He's going to stick to doing what he does best. Neat and tidy in the serve-receive game. He's going to look to push, counter, flick where he can, stay on top of the ball, stay near the table for the most part, play off the angle.
Why wouldn't you stick to what's brought you 6 WTT titles in 12 months, what's taken you to the #1 spot in the world? He'll back himself.
Imperious from Shidong.
Now, he's been here before, Shidong, so he knows there's still hard work to be done.
7-1.
But just for the moment, Lind's just lost that little bit of rhythm he had.
It's pressure here, it's pressure at 3-2. Knowing you need just one more game to do the unthinkable. Get out of here.
He did as well.
8-1.
Great
Well
lobbing. Great lobbing, and Shidong again playing that faded one down the line. He's great at getting over those. Look at that, so deep, so top spinny, so high. It's difficult to do that, really, really difficult.
But at 8-1 down, now 8-2, he needs to string some points together. You take this to a deciding shootout, and it gets risky if you're Anders Lind. Try and take it into your own hands now if you possibly can. That said, it is a shootout, and who knows?
Tomahawk, chop, stamping loop attempt, but all he hits there is fresh air, Lind. I was wondering where he was going to try the world's fastest serve for a second there, John. I've seen him do it in lead play against Satyang and then Ashekaran.
Looks as if it is going to go to that decider.
This is
and
really
that works
spicy.
one or two ways, as I said. I mean, it might be, okay, you've taken it out of your hands and all that, but it is just one game. It's a sprint to the finish. But first, let's see if he can finish this off. 8 game points for 3-3. He does, and you feel that Lind, some moments earlier, was already thinking about what he needs to do in the 7th.
This right here is probably the biggest game of his life. The biggest individual game of his life. Remember, he beat Wang Chuqin at the China Smash 3-1. He needed no decider. This is uncharted territory. He's never dragged someone as deep. And remember, Wang Chuqin wasn't in the best form there. Shidong is close to his best here, so this would be, relatively speaking, in my opinion, an even better win.
Okay, he was serving, but the way he scored that point in particular, that has echoes of when he's been at his best in this match. Great start to the decider for Lind.
Fighting for his life, Shidong on top of the ball. Drop shot, snake shot, hook shot. Chop!
Oh! Anti-climax.
Goodness gracious me, that ball was cut in half. All Shidong could do was open the racket face from beneath the ball and let the spin do its thing. Lind ended up facing his own spin.
Yeah.
And that's what I say, it takes feeling to return feeling.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. These two have taken the gloves off. They're just slugging. And may the best man win. What a match.
No!
Back in front goes Anders Lind, straight from the service. My, this is becoming very tense here in Macau.
At this stage, a quick cheap point is such a bonus. Oh, he was hanging on for dear life there, but couldn't in the end. 3-all.
Shidong trying to get in with his forehand as much as possible because he knows how, if he tries to play too many backhands, Lind could stitch him.
The mini break for Shidong, who serves now.
3-3-3-3.
Why is he world number 1? Because he can do things like this. Under pressure, with a huge narrative, with Wang Hao sitting behind him, all of that weight of pressure, just delivering there.
Down the line from Lind, across the body. Backhand bomber. Loop to loop. This is table tennis from another planet! Is this reality? And if it is, I feel like I've died and gone to heaven, John. This is heavenly ping pong.
Look at Wang Hao. He knows game, and he just saw it from Lin Shidong, who's 2 in front now, as these two players in the deciding game in an epic quarterfinal have just served up a point for the ages.
Lind will have no massive regret at the end of this match. He has done everything. Everything. He's given his all here against the world number one. A switch down the line there from Anders Lind, a very short, snappy stroke. Shidong was waiting, forehand half there, expecting another cross-court counter.
6-5.
He's still in this, Lind, make no mistake. A timeout here. But this would be something else. Lind with an outrageous backhand from that position there. The trajectory of ball, it was just such a straight ball, like a bullet, fired. And Shidong, dumbfounded, just stood there and looked over to Wang Hao saying, didn't know he had that in his locker. Under pressure anyway, like that. 6-all in game 7. Lind.
7-6.
Lind ahead. Deep block right into the temptation zone. Shidong knew he had to try and get the forehand in. But it was pinpoint precision from Anders Lind. A kill streak from the Dane here. Right on the purple paint. Oozing. Great control. Oh, his eyes lit up again there. Good spinny shot from Shidong. Quite shallow. Lind had to come into it. He knew that. Every moment matters. Lashes the forehand again, Anders Lind. 2 is the lead and just 2 is the need here. The surprise package has already beaten Jorgic, Chun Yuan-Yu. But this would just hit different, and it's 3 match points for Anders Lind. He's a big moment player, and they don't get any bigger than this. Are we about to witness one of the big shocks of 2025? Lind on the brink. Anders Lind has just beaten Lin Shidong. The second world number 1 player he has beaten in his career. He beat Wang Chuqin at the China Smash last year. He's just beaten Lin Shidong here in the WTT Champions Macau.